Right now it's about 7 in the morning. I'm at Shenzhen North Station and I'm about to take the first ever bullet train to Hong Kong, from mainland China to Hong Kong. Actually, to be honest, this is the second train. It's not the first one. The first one was sold out super quickly, so I had to book the second train, the second ever train to do Shenzhen, Hong Kong. And this is kind of a historical moment because in '97, after being a UK colony for 99 years, Hong Kong returned to China. Now, there's supposed to be a 50-year transition period where Hong Kong remains kind of independent economically and politically, somewhat. And China is kind of trying to accelerate or shorten this transition period. And this today is a big step forward in that way because it closes the gap between mainland China and Hong Kong by allowing people to travel from one to the other very quickly and very easily. In my opinion, this is kind of a step to get closer to that goal of making Hong Kong fully Chinese as soon as possible. So this train trip going from Shenzhen North Station to Kowloon, Hong Kong is about 40 kilometers in total, and it takes only 19 minutes to complete. And it's actually the second part of a longer trip. So basically the line starts in Guangzhou and goes all the way down to Kowloon, Hong Kong. In total, I think it's 150 kilometers if I'm not mistaken. And if you leave from Guangzhou, the total traveling time is 59 minutes. The maximum speed of this ride is about 200 kilometers per hour. It's quite fast, but it's not the fastest speed train in China. Now, if you take other speed train doing longer distance across different cities in China, you can find trains that will go up to 400 kilometers per hour. But maybe this one is slower because of the short distance, or maybe also because of the fact that the whole way through is actually underground. So you can't really enjoy the landscape or anything like that. It's just a dark tunnel the whole way through. Now, from Shenzhen North Station, it costs 75 yuan. It's a little bit more expensive than if you're going by subway, but in the end, I think it's worth it because by subway, you have to pay maybe 5 to 7 yuan within Shenzhen, depending where you're leaving from. And then once you cross to Hong Kong, you take another subway, and that's another 50 Hong Kong dollars to go from the border to Tsim Sha Tsui, for example. So in the end, you're probably saving 20 yuan if you take the subway, but it takes you 3 hours instead of 19 minutes. So, I mean, if your time is valuable, it's definitely worth it. So now I can go all the way to Hong Kong just to have dim sum. It's pretty cool, right? I love dim sum. So that's the plan today. All right, let's take a look around a bit. Knowing how China likes to do things, I was really expecting this train to look very futuristic and maybe with some technological gadgets and colorful LED lights, but it's actually quite simple and minimalistic. I mean, it's not ugly, but it's nothing impressive either. It's a pretty short ride, so I'd be surprised if there's actually a restaurant in this train, but let's see if we can find one. It would be funny to find a restaurant in a train that goes for a 20-minute ride, but at the same time, it's supposed to go all the way to Guangzhou, so maybe there is one.这个火车有一个饭店吗？
有饭店，这里没有茶。
这里没有饭店。
对。
啊，好的，有吃饭吗？这餐吗？
车上也没有供应的。
Yeah, as I thought, there are no restaurant in this train. They don't serve food, snacks, drinks, or anything like that. The only thing there is kind of a public water fountain. I think there's both cold and hot water available. All right, so let's see what's the toilet situation like. Hello. All right, so the toilet is not bad. An actual real toilet bowl. Some paper towel and everything. It's not mind-blowing, but it's much better than the toilet in the slow train. Yeah, you can click right here to check out my 37-hour trip in the slow train in China. It's a little bit different. And here's what the first class wagon looks like. Slightly more comfortable. Damn, that was super quick. I just had enough time to talk a little bit about the ride and look around the train quickly, and we're already there. Alright, I just crossed this little line that says that I'm on the Hong Kong side, but I will really be in Hong Kong once I cross this one last custom. Now I'm officially in Hong Kong. I went through the customs, I'm out of the train station, and I'm in Hong Kong. And right now, what time is it? It's 8:17. So the whole process from the moment I got in the train station to now, it took just over 1 hour. Just a little bit over 1 hour, which is something that usually takes about 3 hours taking the subway. Like the whole commuting and custom process. So I just saved 2 hours and paid 20 kwai more. Not bad. Now where the dim sum at? I'm hungry. Maybe not the best dim sum in Hong Kong, but on a budget, this place rocks. Looks delicious, right? And there's more to come. I don't know about this jelly though. All right, kid, I'm going for the spoon.